Okay, today I want to share with you a little demonstration on a multi-billion-dollar product. It's currently selling over $3.5 billion a year in sales. It has a 24-year track record. It's never damaged an engine. Matter of fact, it's the only multi-functional fuel enhancer in the world. It does several things very well. Number one, it reduces pollution about 50%. How many of you think that's a pretty good thing, right? It saves people money, 50 cents to $1 or more in every gallon of gas. How many of you like to save money on your gasoline? How many of you like to double the life of your car engine, make it last about twice as long? It reduces engine wear over 50% based on heavy metals in used oil. It actually will take water out of fuel. And today in this demonstration, we're going to use some diesel fuel number 2. I'm going to take a little sample of the diesel fuel number 2. We're going to put it in this tube here. That's diesel fuel number 2. And then I've got several products down here, competing brands. Let's just take this one. And we're going to pour some in this tube here. We won't mention any names today. There's so many products in the market. They're solvent-based, and we see, you know, they all do something. But actually, XP3 is the only multifunctional fuel enhancer in the world. And then we'll take XP3 here and pour in this tube. So now we have diesel number 2. And we'll go back in. Okay. And what I have here, diesel number 2, we'll check the ecological effect of that one. We've got a competing product here, and XP3. So let's just see what happens. How many of you would pollute on purpose? I've never found a taker on that one. Here's diesel number 2. How many of you can see the pollution coming off of diesel number 2? So we'll put that one out. Diesel number 2, competing product here. It's a fuel additive. And how many of you see pollution coming off of that one? Okay. Okay. And we'll take the XP3. This is the one we're excited about because it doesn't pollute. So now if you look at these Q-tips, our competing product in the center, XP3 on your left, diesel number 2 on the right. You see the difference on those three? How many of you think a clean engine's better than a dirty engine? XP3 actually will clean your engine. It'll clean the carbon off, the pistons off, the valves, and a clean engine is more efficient. But it lubricates the engine. It lubricates the upper half of the cylinder walls, the top half of the engine, the injectors, and people that were experiencing injector problems, those things are literally eliminated. Now what we're going to do, water is a problem in fuel. I'm going to add 10 drops of water in each one of these samples. So count with me here. Do it again. Okay, and count it again. Okay, so we got plenty of water in that one. We want to make sure we put enough water in that one. Now, one thing what you'll notice is that we have separation in the two products, in the diesel and in the competing product. And then XP3, you'll notice one homogeneous solution. You see that just the water in itself went totally into solution. What we'll do is with the diesel number 2, we're going to mix that up a little bit here. We'll take and do the same thing here with the competing product. We'll mix that a little up. And now what we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do a burn test again. Drop the Q-tips in. Notice I did not even mix the XP3. We're just going to put it in as is. Now let's see what happens with the diesel number 2 with water in. You notice how the water mixed with the fuel is not very efficient in burning. You hear the sizzle and pop and crack going on. Actually, that's very damaging to the engine, and that's why the engines will miss a little bit, the condensation. Water is a problem in fuel. Let's look at the competing product. And the same thing's happening here, the sizzle, fireworks going off, and again you see the soot coming off, okay? And now we'll take XP3 and do the same thing. And we'll light that one. And how many of you can see the difference there? The flame is burning. If I move it sideways, see it? Burns clean. That's with water in. But now if I look at it and I hold them up again, I've got the XP3 on my left, the competing product, and diesel number 2. The only thing you see is the little black paper was starting to burn the black paper. The Q-tip stayed nice and clean. Again, a clean engine's better, and we actually can take water and make it become part of the fuel. What I actually did is I brought water finding paste. This is just a name brand color cut. They use this to find water in fuel tanks. What I'm going to do is this golden color is we're going to put just a little bit on the Q-tip. If it turns red, there's water in the fuel. So let me know if you see any red in there. We'll drop it in there. And again, we'll do the same thing over here. And in that little demonstration, I just proved to you that XP3 totally disperses the water. When you look at that, you see red in the diesel, red in the competing product, gold in XP3, thereby proving we remove the water. What I want to do now is I'll just show you the power of XP3 with water finding paste in diesel number 2 and water in there. We'll add some XP3 and watch what happens right before your eyes, how it'll take that water and put it into solution. So literally, without even stirring it up, you saw the water and the XP3 and the diesel number 2 come into one solution. Now let's take the other end of the Q-tip that was used for the diesel, and now let's see how it burns with water, XP3, and diesel number 2. So we take a dirty burning product and burn it clean. Okay? Well, let's see what happens now if we just take this and dump it into the competing product. And again, you see how it's mixing up. We got a little bit of the product on the bottom. You can see it starting to mix all on its own. See how it's going clear? Let's just give it one flip for speed it up. You can see it's one homogeneous solution now. Remember, I had a competing product, water finding paste in all of it. And now I'll take the other end of the XP3 Q-tip here, a clean one, and drop it in. And now I had 2 dirty burning products in XP3, and look what happens. Again, you can see that we literally take a dirty burning product and burn it clean. That's what XP3 does. It'll clean your engine, lubricate your engine, double the life of your engine. Also will give you 25 extra degrees of protection against gelling, which is a problem. So you can actually run number 2 fuel all winter long. You don't have to worry about doing a blended fuel, which is more expensive and you get poor economy with, and it saves you a fortune. Matter of fact, the average trucker is saving over $500 a month using the XP3 brand. The reason why you want to switch to this brand, it's the only multifunctional fuel enhancer in the world that works. It delivers on its promises. Thank you.